Hi sir, my name is Syahidah Sabri and I'll be presenting on my final project, current issues related to international human resource management practices. So I'll start off with the introduction. So as we know, the word foreign professionals, when we say about foreign, in our head, foreigner, which means they came from another country. So like for example, people from UK, US, Canada, they came into Malaysia to work abroad. Meanwhile, expatriates are the one who lives outside his or her country. That means actually foreign professionals and expatriates are known to be, well related to each other. They are not only skilled worker but also a professional in their own profession. So basically their job is to take position outside their home country, either independently or as a work assignment scheduled by the employer. Their employer can be, a company, a business industry, university, just like you sir. You came from India just to be a lecturer here in MSU. You're one of the expatriates. So let's move on to the first content. Okay, so the issues and challenges faced by foreign professionals or expatriates in Malaysia. First of all, here's the fact. When someone goes into another country, they will be experiencing a new cultural lifestyle. That's normal. In Malaysia, we offer a set of a different lifestyle and new experiences for expatriates that came abroad. For example, Mr. Zach, he is from United Kingdom and he works abroad here in Malaysia. So when it comes to food, culture, for breakfast, he usually gets bacon and eggs back in the UK. But here in Malaysia, every single morning, he will have to, eat kuih, eat nasi lemak, roti canai. It's a new culture for him. So the second, issues and challenges faced by the foreign professionals are most likely to be cultural shock, racial distinctions, and language barrier. So the main issue that I want to highlight here is actually racial distinction and language barrier. As we all know, to the fact that Malaysia is a multi-ethnic country, we have multicultural customs in Malaysia. We have Malaysian, we have Chinese, we have Indian. So these three represents three different norms, three different races, and three different language usage. Learning one language is already difficult. Imagine learning all three at once. What a miserable experience. There are more common challenges that these expatriates has been facing the whole time when they were here in Malaysia, such as local public services, cleanliness, and all the environmental issues around here in Malaysia. Somehow, people in Malaysia can be really nice and kind, but their attitude is not as good as you think it would be. So I could say that half of the Malaysians are lack of manners, poor in time management, and lack of self-discipline. For example, to be made here is actually myself. Me, as a Malaysian, as a student of MSU, I usually join the virtual classroom at least 5 to 10 minutes late most of the time. No doubt. And the last point to be highlighted for the issues and challenges faced by the expatriates is human rights. So basically, most of the foreign workers are attracted to go abroad here in Malaysia is because of the promised salary made by the construction or the employers. So let's make it simple. An example to be made, a manager or a CEO in a multinational company in Malaysia offers an expatriate from Canada a 3,500 salary per month, which is quite high. But however, there's always shortage during the salary payment every month. So the promised salary was 3,500, but these foreign worker received only 2,500. Shortage of 1,000, which is quite a lot to me, which is quite a lot. So this is the example of the exploitation of human rights. So let's move on to the next content question. What roles the Malaysian government play to solve the issues and challenges faced by foreign professionals or expatriates? Okay, so this is quite a simple question, but in my opinion, I would say that government should offer a cultural training program for these candidates, for these expatriates that works under multinational companies of their choice. By providing a cultural training program for the expatriates, they will be more aware of cultural sensitivity, and it might also enhance their cultural intelligence of Malaysia. And my last point for this is that Malaysian government has to take serious actions towards the multinational companies that offers high salaries towards foreign workers. You know, giving fake hopes to people is crucial. So to cover up all the shames and disgrace that has happened in our country, the government should apply some major punishments towards these irresponsible people that has been constantly abusing the human rights. So in addition, all the actions taken is actually to ensure a safer working environment, plus to make sure there is no more deportation of human rights, and to make sure that the MNCs is providing a proper compensation or proper salary schemes for the foreign workers. For the last content question, the issues and challenges faced by the foreign professionals or expatriate based on the chosen multinational companies. So for this question, I chose Ihrm as the example for the chosen multinational companies in Malaysia. So let's go straight to the point. So the highlighted point in this question, I would mention about anxiety. So anxiety is a normal human response when people is anxious about, you know, in certain situations. So it usually happens whenever they encounter situations that they find confusing, hard, or anything that they were unaware of. Ihrm is a huge company. There were, you know, many challenges, high in complexities in the workplace, which will cause an immediate impact towards these foreign workers. And last but not least, communication. Business communication will be hard for the expatriates whenever they try to, you know, communicate with the host country. The reason why I say that is because imagine if the host country, the CEO of Ihrm is actually living in a different geographical state, which is way far away from the HQ of Ihrm. So whenever it comes to virtual meetings, you know, like Zoom, Google Meet, the CEO will tend to speak in his or her own geographical accents or slang. For example, Dr. Tan Kong Heng is the CEO of the Ihrm and he lives in Malacca. So whenever it comes to virtual meetings, he will tend to, you know, have a little bit of a slang, of a Malacca slang or Minang, I'm not sure, but it may be difficult for the expatriates to understand him. So let's move on to the suggestions or recommendations. First of all, there should be a strong cross-cultural training program in every organization that employs expatriates as among their employees. However, the training program should not only be restricted to organizational culture in the company, but also Malaysian culture in general. Not only for the expatriates, but for Malaysians as well. So they will turn to learn and respect expatriates that came all abroad here to Malaysia. Second, everyone in the workforce should be treated equally. No matter where you came from, what kinds of beliefs, culture, religions, norms, values that you're a part, everyone is equal. Last but not least, conclusion. Okay, so to conclude, this study gave a better insight into the condition of expatriates while being in Malaysia. It brings an additional knowledge, experiences in terms of challenges, issues and adjustments among the expatriates in this country. Different country is equivalent to different norms, values, beliefs, behaviors, attitudes, many more. It is essential for foreign professionals or expatriates to understand, learn and studies about cultural dimension, and never underestimate the importance of local knowledge. The beauty of the world lies in the diversity of its people. So that's all from me, sir. Thank you.